Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you enjoyed the weekend. Weekend means what? The 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I hope you enjoyed those 2 days without your English class. Had fun? Hmm? So, let me start by asking you this question. What would you do for your parents? Or rather, how much do you love your parents? Do you love them enough to do anything for them? As children, what should we do? Are you thinking? Yes. What do our parents want from us? Do they want money? Do they want gifts from us? What do they want? They want no such thing. They only want our respect, that we need to respect them, be kind to them, take care of them, take care of their needs. That's all they need from us, nothing. No money, no gifts. All that they want is love, kindness, understanding. Understanding is very, very important. You need to understand how your parents are working, how they live for us only. That is one very important thing to learn. So I'm saying all this because this is what we're going to learn in today's lesson. And today we're going to do a lesson from English 1 main book. Yes, and that the lesson name is Taro's Reward, from your honeysuckle. Taro's Reward. I will be explaining to you the objectives, and also I have today a moral for you that we learn from this story. I will be explaining that to you. Today we'll be doing only paragraph 1 to 4. Not much. Paragraph 1 to 4. Okay, so I hope you're ready for that. Take out your books and keep your books in front of you. What I'm showing you in the picture is very small, maybe very difficult for you to read what I send you in the video. So it's best that you take out your book. It's the same. What I'm showing you in the video and what you have in your book is the same. So you can make use of your book. Yes, keep a pencil in your hand, underline all important words as we are reading, as we are doing, and you can ask me the meaning of the words if you cannot find them yourselves. Okay, so then let us start the lesson. Okay. In today's lesson is English 1, Taro's Reward, paragraph 1 to 4, and today's date is 18/5/20. Now the objectives of this lesson is to read a story to understand, like we have all stories. Next one is to identify new words and vocabulary, whatever is new for you. Yes, find them out, mark them or underline them in your books. And to learn moral values, very, very important is to learn moral values. We learn so many values from everywhere. Now we need to learn it from our books as well. Our parents teach us moral values every day. Sometimes we learn them also from our books. So this lesson will teach us some moral values. Then to understand how parents should be cared for. You need to know what parents require from us. Like I told you before, parents don't need our money. They don't want us to give them money. They don't want gifts. All that they want is love and care. This lesson will teach us that. Now today I have a moral for you of this story. So the moral of the story is one should always work hard to fulfill the dreams and desires of the parents. Work for your parents. For the time being now, as young students, all that you can do to make them happy is to study well, to do well, to get good results. That will make them very, very happy. Next, how should you be? A child should be thoughtful, obedient and hardworking to make parents' lives happier. Your parents will be very, very happy if you are thoughtful. Think about them. Yes, think how hard mommy works. Once in a while, if you help her with the kitchen work or maybe clean the room or maybe dust the room, even this matters a lot. So that is being thoughtful. Mommy is so tired, let me help her for some time. So that is being thoughtful. Being obedient, listen to what they are saying. And hardworking. Hardworking means work hard. At the moment, you need to work hard at your studies. It is with hard work that one can get whatever one wants, and that even nature helps that person with miracles. If you work hard, even nature will help you. Remember the dialogue from that movie? What is that movie's name? Shah Rukh Khan's movie? Do you remember the movie's name? Let me know the movie's name. And that is, if you work sincerely. There's one proverb, God helps those who help themselves. Yes? So if you help yourself, then God also will help you. So you need to work very, very hard. Okay? So in this lesson, I have found a few words, 6 words. I have found phrase here I have found. So you can find more if you want, but for homework you have these 6 words: hillside, whistled, sake. This is not sake, it's sake. It's cracks, expensive, and sun climb. There is this phrase in the book, sun climb. Look for this phrase and you will understand the meaning. So you have to find the meanings and frame sentences. Frame sentences with these words, 6 words only. That's for your homework. And there is also some more homework, question answers I am also giving you. That also homework you will do. I have about 7 questions. Those also you will write for homework. And those 7 questions I have given you from paragraph 1 to 4. Just read paragraph 1 to 4. You will find all the answers there. These are your objectives. This is the moral of the story. Please copy both of these down in your copy. Objectives and the moral. Copy down on the first page of your lesson, of your book, of your copy, sorry. And then copy these words, write the meanings, and then the question answers which I have given from within the paragraphs, paragraph 1 to 4. Okay, let's continue. So today we begin lesson 3. Before you read, this is a story about a thoughtful and loving son. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and gets some unexpected help. Unexpected means help which he did not expect, he got to help his parents. Yes, because he loved them and he thought about them. He was a very loving son. And let us see now what was that unexpected help that he got and from where and who gave him that help. So let's begin lesson 3, Taro's reward. Taro is the name of this main character of this story. Okay. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. Hillside means at the side of the hill. So he lived with his parents and he was a young woodcutter. Woodcutter means a person who cuts wood. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. The whole day he would spend in the forest chopping or cutting wood. Though he worked very hard, he earned very little money. He would work for many, many hours. See, the whole day, all day long means the whole day he would spend in the forest chopping down wood, chopping down trees for wood, and this he would go and sell. But still then the money was not enough. He earned very little money. He still needed more money. Okay.
So this made him sad. What made him sad? The fact that he earned very little money because he wanted to help his parents. So it made him sad not to be earning enough money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. Whatever they needed, he wanted to give them. And because he was earning such little money, he was unable to do things for them to make them happy or to give them a good and comfortable life. So that is what made him sad. Paragraph 2. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." This is your second paragraph. So one evening, Taro and his parents were sitting in the corner of their hut, sitting in one corner of their hut. Their hut means a small little room. So they were sitting in one corner, and suddenly the strong wind began to blow outside. Strong breeze began to blow, and this breeze whistled through the cracks of the hut. You know, a hut is not a concrete building. It's no cement. It's just made of sticks and maybe bamboo and maybe some kind of mat. It's a thatched house. And so the wind began to come in through all the cracks of the walls. Cracks mean there were some openings in the walls of the hut, and the cold breeze began to come into their hut, and this made everyone feel very, very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, so as they were sitting there in the cold and shivering, Taro's father said, "Oh, I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." Sake is a kind of drink, okay, alcoholic drink, and which people in Japan and all that, they drink this sake. It's quite an expensive drink. They drink this and it keeps them warm. It's like alcohol. And so he said, "I wish I had a cup of sake." And sake is very, very expensive. But he said, "I wish I had a cup of sake." Paragraph 3. This made Taro sadder than ever. And when Taro heard his father saying that, "I wish I had a cup of sake," Taro became very, very sad, even more sad. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heart-warming drink called sake was very expensive. Heart-warming or body-warming drink, it was very, very expensive. So Taro could not afford to buy this drink. So he felt very sad that he could not fulfill his father's wish. "How do I earn more money?" he asked himself. He began to say to himself, "How will I earn more money? How can I give my parents what they want? How do I get a little sake for my poor old father?" He decided to work harder than before. He began to think, how can I get more money, and how will I be able to buy little sake for my poor old father? And so what was his decision? He decided to work harder than before. He was already working all day, already chopping wood in the forest. But now he decided to work harder so that he would be able to buy sake for his father and make him happy. Now you see how the child is thinking all his thoughts are only about his parents. Paragraph 4. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. The next morning, Taro jumped out of bed. Jumped out of bed means he quickly got out of bed. He got up earlier than usual. It was not his usual time. His usual time was a little later. But on this particular morning, he got up earlier than usual. He got up quite early and made his way to the forest. He went to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed. He chopped and cut. He chopped the trees, he cut the trees, he cut the trees into small pieces of wood. As the sun climbed means as it became day. As the sun climbed, his sun was going up. He had come out very early in the morning. The sun was just rising, and now the sun was still climbing. Climbing means it's still going higher and higher, becoming hotter and hotter. And soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. He became so warm, he became so hot. The sun began to shine. Early in the morning it was cold, so he wore his jacket. But now the sun began to shine, began to go higher up into the sky. It began to become very, very hot, and so he took off his jacket. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. Why wet with sweat? Because he was working, cutting down the trees. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. As you know, old people feel very, very cold. And so, as he was feeling quite warm now because of the sun shining over his head, he thought about his father. He said, I wish my father also could feel warm as I am feeling, he said. And with that, he began to chop even faster. And then, thinking about his father, he began to chop the trees even faster, even harder, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man's bones. And his only thought was how he would earn extra money and how he would be able to buy sake for his father. And that thought, thinking about his father, the only thought was about his father, and this made him go on working harder and harder, cutting down trees faster and faster and harder, and cutting down more trees just to fulfill his father's wish. Okay, that is paragraph 4. So we have done paragraph 4. For today, we will do these many paragraphs. I am sending you the questions. Please find the answers from these 4 paragraphs. Okay, all the best. Bye bye. Have a good day.